Hello, YouTube, and all you hypocrites out there. First day of the coronavirus lockdown here in California. Making sure that we stay safe. Dude, I can't do this. We got, man, it's just stupid.
Fucking nose is itchy.
Yeah, it's hard to do that. It's just ridiculous. So, here we are, first day of the lockdown here. Bill the Patriot. It's been a hot minute since we've done a video. I got a special guest. Usually he's behind the camera. And here he is, my friend Jason, half Mexican Jason. So he can't be racist. Hey, it's always good to have a half Mexican or a half black around, if you know what I mean. So, we're here, we decided to do this video and call some people out on their, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Luckily, we've stocked up on our Black Rifle Murdered Out. If you haven't tried Black Rifle coffee, go to their website, veteran-owned, veteran-operated, delicious. And a month ago, I bought some, so we were stocked up. So luckily, we don't have to brave those lines. And speaking of those lines, if you wanted to know what it's like, dude, the pizza man here?
No, it should be another 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Who's at the door?
I don't know. It's just probably creaking.
I don't know. It sounds like somebody's out there. We ordered pizza because you're on a lockdown.
Someone is there.
Yeah.
Oh, show.
Oh, hey.
What's going on?
Are you safe out there?
I know. Are you okay out there?
You good?
Yeah? It's not wild in the streets?
Not on this street.
Yeah, not on any street except for the whack jobs. So, yeah. The lines up and down the streets in front of all the Walmarts, in front of all the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, all of you people that are stocking up on toilet paper and hand sanitizer and canned goods and all this other stuff. Rubbing alcohol. Anything and everything that you're stocking up on. Either you believe that this is really just a pandemic of epic proportions, and that's why you're doing it, because you're going to lock yourself down. Or you're just a crazy person who's hoarding everything. Because let's be honest here. If you believe it, then you're staying out of groups of 250 people more. That's what they said.
Nothing over 200, 250 people.
And I'm telling you right now, those lines are at least 250 people long.
Easy.
So what's wrong with you? I mean, Disneyland shut down. Disneyland.
Here.
Before you go into that, Disneyland had a measles outbreak like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yes.
Measles. And did they shut down? No, they didn't. Why? Because the media is not hyping up measles. They're hyping up coronavirus.
Yeah, it's woke right now to be hyping up the coronavirus.
So woke. But yeah, we're going to shut down for 2 weeks. Nothing. You can't go anywhere unless it's Walmart or Target or grocery stores. And then you stand in line. It's like Black Friday. It's like Black Friday for toilet paper, dude.
You don't need.
You don't need it.
There's countries that don't even have toilet paper.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice, thing to have, and it's convenient.
I want to wipe my butt with paper as opposed to my hand, but
it's convenient.
I mean,
it's definitely not. And this is going to segue a little bit into why I'm actually sitting here this time. Toilet paper and hand sanitizer are not a necessity in life.
No.
There's a lot of other things we could use in life. If people are freaking out this much about toilet paper and hand sanitizer, what's going to be like when there's actually a food shortage?
Yeah. I mean,
for the people who, wanted to vote for the guy who was promising free everything and there's no longer a capitalist system in place, what happens when it's something that's necessary to live?
Yeah.
Because toilet paper and hand sanitizer, we can do without. There are many countries that don't have that kind of stuff, and they do just fine. It's gross, but it's just a nice, convenient way to clean yourself.
And
people literally are fighting in the stores right now for toilet paper.
It's Black Friday, I'm telling you, but you ain't getting no deal.
What would you do if this was an actual crisis where there was no food, literally no food? We were joking about Domino's. You can literally just walk right into Domino's and get food.
We did it last night.
I did it last night. Walked right in. Took 20 minutes. They made a pizza.
Yeah.
Picked it up, brought it home, and we ate. And I have some left over. So we're okay.
Yeah.
So, again, I get that they're telling people, and be very, very clear. I'm not saying don't be cautious, don't take precautions, and clean your hands. Good idea. Try to stay safe. They say it's a good idea to stay in. We were doing some research into why that is, the 2 weeks thing, because that was a little weird to us.
Very
but
weird.
It's because it's the height of a peak. It's the peak of an outbreak, so they're trying to decline it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. Smarter people than I am have made that decision. But at least it makes sense. But this is the response to a man-made crisis and a media-made crisis.
Absolutely media.
Because people saw someone buy toilet paper and there wasn't any of it, so every time they see it, now they buy it out. No one told anyone to buy toilet paper or hand sanitizer. No one said, man, you better stock up on this because it's going to run out. This is all completely self-made.
How much hand sanitizer can a family go through? You know what I mean? Like,
Quite a bit.
Apparently.
And then
they're
the
rolling
worst
around
part
in
is
it.
the hoarders, the people that are doing it, are not even doing it because a lot of them are worried about it. They're doing it because they want to get it to make sure no one else has it. And this is the point that I really want to bring up.
This is why I said good morning, hypocrites.
This is the point that we really want to bring it up and the point that we were getting to. All these people that keep saying, oh, we should be better to our fellow man, and, you don't need that much. Billionaires don't need this money. Millionaires don't need this money. They should share. They should share. The second you thought there may be a crisis or a shortage, people started buying up things that they don't even need and said, everybody else, as long as I get what I need.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Uh-huh.
All these people they should be paying their fair share and giving the money. They don't need that much money. No, you're hoarding toilet paper because everybody else.
And hand sanitizer because regular soap's not good enough.
As long as I get what I need, you guys.
Yeah.
And this is the point, too, that I wanted to bring up. People get mad at Republicans and conservatives because they're honest about it. Just a lot of people well, no, it's a sucky thing. They're not cold-hearted. It's just reality of the thing is no, my family comes first. I got to take care of them, make sure this thing. And of course, if I can help other people, I will. But that's my priority. Then the people you're a monster, you're a this. And then they go out and do this. No, you're a hypocrite is what you are.
Hypocrite.
At least people were being honest about it. It's like a guy that's a dick. I have a friend. I'm not going to say his name. But the dude was straight up a dick. He's like, no, I would totally do this. I would screw you guys over. Thank you. At least I know where I stand with you. Mm-hmm. Not the dude that's going to stab me in the back when I think he's totally honest. And it's like, well, no, this is what I needed. Well, you too then. Yep. I prefer the guy that's honest about it.
Yep.
And that's the point that we're trying to make here. It's like, all these people, oh, you need to do this, we need to help. The second you got in trouble or you think you might be in trouble, everybody else, this is what I need. If you had enough money to pay for a cure, they could pay for a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, there are people that would do it. They could make sure other people would do it. You'd be like, well, yeah, but I'm first in line though, right? Make sure I'm taken care of first, and then everybody I know. Then maybe we'll push it out if there's enough.
Yeah. And that's, actions speak louder than words.
They're the selfish ones, but yet if you get it, now you're the selfish one, but it's different though because you need it. That's the difference because you need it.
You heard these people saying for the last, 3 years. Before that, ever since, crazy old Bernie Sanders came along,
mm-hmm.
The Democrat, social Democrat, and everybody, oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind paying my fair share, a little bit extra for the people that need it. But now all of a sudden, unless that applies to toilet paper, they don't mind being taxed, but if that applies to toilet paper. So now I ask you Bernie supporters that are out there hoarding toilet paper, hoarding hand sanitizer.
Something you don't even actually need.
Pushing carts full of this stuff home. How would you feel if the military, the police came knocking on your door and said, you don't need 20 packs of toilet paper. I know that you spent your hard-earned money on it. I know that you waited in line. I know that maybe you were the responsible one and you waited in lines in the store and you braved all of that to get it, but you don't need it. So we're going to take 18 of those 20 you bought. We're not going to pay you for it. We're just going to take it from you to give it to somebody else that either couldn't afford it or was too lazy to go out and get it themselves. How would you feel about it? Because that's why everybody's against Bernie Sanders, because that's what he's going to do with your tax dollars. I know you worked for it, but there might be somebody else that needed it. And all you did is prove exactly the kind of people you are. Oh, I don't have a problem paying a little bit extra. Until all of a sudden you can pay a little extra, or you could just take a little bit of toilet paper or one thing of hand sanitizer, and you're taking cartfuls of it. You hypocrites. Hypocrites!
Something I'd like to bring up. This is a general statement. There are people out there that would happily, who are Bernie supporters, happily, if they had 20 rolls of toilet paper or 20 packages of toilet paper, got it purposely so they could give it to other people and help. I know that there are those people
So far,
out
I
there.
haven't seen any of that.
I haven't
online,
seen
though.
any of them.
Nope.
I know that there are people out there. So if that is you, great. The problem that I have is the person that I just said goes, yeah, that's me, and it's not you because you're hoarding it, and that's not the reason you do it. That's who I'm talking to.
Yep.
You're full of
Yep, hypocrite.
There
Hypocrite.
are people out there that do give everything that they can and help people as much as they can, and I applaud those people. Thank you. You're angels. It's the people that want to be woke and say that they would do that, but when it comes to crunch time, their morals just go flying out the door because it's like, well, yeah, but this is what I need.
Mm-hmm. And
It's
crazy.
different because it's what you need now, and you think it's important. Toilet paper,
Yeah.
not food, not something that we actually need to survive. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the convenience as well. However, this is how people, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. This is how people are acting over toilet paper. Imagine if it was something that was life-threatening.
Bread, milk, cheese,
Medicine.
water. Yeah.
Something that actually you would die without.
Mhm.
Not a convenience.
Yeah.
You've shown your hand, people.
Yep.
You've proven exactly how people will be. Everyone's always known this. Most people have always known this. People are terrible.
This is
most
why
of
we're
the times.
shocked. This is why most people are like, I don't know why everybody's so against Bernie. This is why your own party, the rest of the Democrats, are making sure he doesn't get the nomination. Because everybody knows that in a socialist society, people are all talk and no action. It's never worked. It never will work because people are selfish by nature. And again, in a socialist society, you wouldn't have companies such as Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS that are stepping up right now going, we'll donate parts of our parking lot to help get out cures or to get out test facilities. You can't do that in a socialist society. Why? Because those big companies don't exist. You idiots, you morons. Great, it's all fine and dandy in fantasy land, but we live in reality, and all you've done is proven your hand. Americans have proven exactly what they're going to do. They're going to take care of themselves first. The monster that's in
not
office.
even Americans.
Yeah.
People.
People.
For thousands of
Yeah.
years, hundreds of thousands of years, people, well, not hundreds of thousands, thousands of years, people have been terrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible. That's why there are always wars. Because people are, not everybody, but people are selfish.
They are. They are. And honestly, you know, the monster that's in the White House right now has been putting Americans first, and everybody, he's a racist, he's a this, he's a that, because he doesn't care about other countries. And then you go out and you go, well, I'm going to put my family first and make sure my family has food and water and toilet paper. So who's the monster? Does people... You!
Because at least he's honest about it.
Yeah, he's a monster because he's a racist. You know what? I haven't seen anybody handing out free toilet paper or free hand sanitizer. I've seen people say they're going to step up, which are the big capitalist, terrible, billionaire corporations to help out Americans.
You know what people have done? They've gone online and charged $400 for a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Yep.
Because that's what people do. Because they're terrible.
Yep.
Not
Exactly.
everybody. Most people are good people, but there are out there that do things like they capitalize on this. And it's not the big corporation doing the price gouging, because hey, it's actually illegal to price gouge in an emergency like that. Yeah. People do raise price. I think it's more than 10%. I mean, I'm not perfect on my math here, but I believe it's 10%. The point is, the people who are not those people are the ones that are price gouging. I just read an article. A guy had like 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer that he bought because he was looking to sell it and make a profit off it, a huge profit off of it. That's what people do. Some people just doing it because they want to make sure that they have it. Again, you're still a dick, because what about everybody else?
Yeah, you don't care about
everybody else. And that's the point. At least there's people that are honest about it, and then there's the people like, no, I would never, and then go out and do it anyway. And if that's you, you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, but it's different because it's what, yeah, you're wrong.
It's not different. It's not different.
You're worse.
Yep.
At least be honest. You're worse.
Yeah. It's not different. I would have less of a problem if it was a food crisis and you were hoarding food, because it's like, well, you don't know when you're going to get bread again. But unessentials?
Yeah, toilet paper.
You are the terrible people. You socialist Democrats who are trying to preach to the Republican, capitalist, terrible billionaires. You are doing it the second you have an opportunity to do it. Yeah. You hypocrites. And since we're talking about hypocrites, I'm not going to try to indict, but I know that there are certain, obviously, our government has said nothing over 250 people. And then again, we got these idiots that are waiting in lines and filling up stores with way more than 250 people. But there's been, I've seen it online, internet, emails, of big churches that are sending out emails or posting up on their Facebook pages saying, we're not going to be open for the next 2 weeks for services because of what, the 250, that the government said. That's very hypocritical. I'm a Christian.
I'm not.
And that is so hypocritical. You cannot stand behind a pulpit 1 week and say you need to trust in Almighty God who's in control of everything, and then the next week say we're not going to open our doors because there's a virus out that's essentially just the flu and people might get sick. How can you say there's an almighty God that we believe in, that we've got a Bible that we believe in that says he's in control, that he says he can heal sicknesses, that says that he will make sure that we are safe, 1,000 may fall at our side, 10,000 at our right hand, and it will not come on us, and then say we're not going to open our doors? That is so hypocritical. It is so hypocritical. And honestly, the emails that you're sending out or the posting stuff on your Facebook page, you're sending it to the people that are already coming to your church or that already follow you, who already probably believe that and don't need this little bit of hope right now. You could have sent out the email saying, hey, we're planning on doing our services and keeping our doors open, but we don't want to get too many people, the 250 or more. So if you can, please stay home, watch our service online, but we want to keep our doors open for people who still need that little bit of hope. People who may not be Christians, who are now looking for a God. You close the doors. You're proving to those unbelievers exactly why they call you hypocrites and they think Christians are bad. You're proving to them that you don't believe in a God. If somebody is walking down the street who's going, I'm terrified in this situation because the news is telling me to be terrified. I need hope. I'm going to go to church and maybe a seed would be planted and somebody would be saved. They're going to see a door locked and they're going to go, yep, typical Christian. They don't believe in that stuff they're preaching because they closed the doors. Good job, man. Good job. Like I said, if you're running a church and you are watching this and you feel that it was your job, the Lord was telling you to close the doors, then that's between you and God. But think about the way it looks to the rest of the world. Think about the way it looks to the rest of the world. God's in control, except for in this. Close the doors. We don't want to spread this. And like I said, you could have very easily, the emails that you were sending out, the Facebook pages that you were posting, those people already follow you. They already come to your church. They already listen to your message. They probably already have hope in this. And instead of you being a beacon of hope to the lost, you're closing the doors. If Jesus Christ was doing a sermon and there was 12 seats that needed to be filled, he probably would have told his 12 disciples, hey, go wait outside because you already know this. And that's what you should be doing as a church, and instead you're closing the doors. Congratulations. You have played your hand as well. Just like all the Bernie supporters, just like all the socialist Democrats are showing their true colors and showing their true hands. In a time of crisis, and I'm only calling it a crisis because that's what everybody thinks it is. I don't think it is. In a time of crisis, everybody's true colors come out and show. And all the people that everybody thinks are weird, that hoard ammo and have lots of guns, and what do you need? What do you need over 1,000 rounds of ammo for? Well, guess what? I don't need to go to the store to buy ammo right now, just like I don't need to go to the store to buy toilet paper. Just like all those preppers that people think are weird aren't running to the store to get canned goods. Who's the weirdo?
Because they were ready.
They were ready. And you know what? This is the other thing. You're not going to stop this. There is, in my opinion, an almighty God who can stop this. Tomorrow, Trump has said, is a national day of prayer. If you are a Christian, if you are a Catholic, if you believe in any type of God, now might be the time to go, we should probably invite God back into our nation because it's kind of fallen apart. And you should probably spend a little bit of time in prayer. I know there's a verse in the Bible, 2 Chronicles 7:14, that says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear their prayers and I will heal their land. Right now, we need a healing in this land. Clearly, we've got an epidemic going on, a virus, and we're in no control. No matter what we think, we're in no control. If you think you're going to board yourself up in your house and wait this out, and that's why you're hoarding toilet paper, where are you going to get your food? Oh, from the grocery store where you just got it all? So the person that packaged it could have been infected. Oh, guess what? You're now infected. Are you going to check your mail? Because the mailman that dropped it off could have been affected. The person that put it into the envelope, the person at the post office, it is a spider web. All the other mail it was stacked with, a spider web of viruses. You have no control. And the hope that we have in this is that there is a God who will take care of us as long as we don't say, stay out of our business. And that's what we've said numerous times over the years, and it gets worse every single time. We don't want him involved in our government. We don't want him involved in our schools. We don't want him involved in anything that has to do with our lives. Let us do whatever we want, and then all of a sudden, where's God?
Yeah, or point out only when he does things or when things are bad that it's his fault. Where was he on this one?
Yeah.
And I'm not even religious.
Yeah. You did nothing. I did nothing. You did nothing. To guarantee that I opened my eyes this morning, I'm doing nothing to guarantee that I'm not going to drop dead in the middle of this video. Because I'm not in control of that. And you're not in control of that. You can do things to prep, to prepare, to help you a little more. But when you get into a vehicle and you put on your seatbelt, that seatbelt's not guaranteeing you're not going to get in an accident and die. It helps you, and the stuff we should be doing during this time, we should have been doing the whole time. Wash your hands, have basic hygiene. When you cough, cover your mouth.
Oh, they say cough into your arm so you don't put it on your hands.
Put it on your arm, whatever. But either way, I mean, basic hygiene, we should have been doing this whole time. And again, it's a strain of the flu. Just like swine flu, just like bird flu. And whenever something originates in China, some kind of sickness, a strain of the flu, the world freaks out. But we didn't shut this down. We didn't shut down a country on swine flu. We didn't shut it down on bird flu. Disney didn't shut down on a measles outbreak.
And I've been looking, like I said, I mean, people keep saying, yeah, but this one's different. They never give a reason why. And if someone has one, please feel free to comment. I would love to hear it. And this is a legitimate question. I'm not going to argue with you. But an actual thing from like the CDC or a doctor, not what you heard or you have a friend that works in the government or they're this, and that actual evidence to what that is. Because what I've looked up, it literally says it's a strand of this, strand of the flu or something like that.
Yeah.
And it said 80% of the cases are mild to no symptoms. And
a
if
lot
it
of
is,
people watching this probably already got it and your
Yeah, it's
body
like-
fought it off and you never even knew.
yeah, it's like the flu where it says, hey, stay warm, rest, take hot showers, try to kill it off, wash your hands. That is the diagnosis and the cure,
treatment, yeah.
the treatment for 80% of it. The other ones that are more critical, obviously people with respiratory problems, elderly, things that people have health problems, stuff like that. Or if you have a weakened immune system, respiratory system, that's something that could be a little bit more dangerous. But like the flu, that goes with anything.
Yeah.
But most of the time, like I said, for this big of a panic, it seems like people think that if you get the coronavirus that you're dead.
Yeah.
Like this is the movie Outbreak. It's like you got it, you got 3 days and you're gone. Most people that have got it have already recovered from it.
Yeah. Even the numbers in China right now are
Have gone
down,
way
where it
down.
originated.
Again, be very clear. We're not saying don't take extra precautions. Of course.
Don't freak out is what we're saying.
I have parents in their 60s. I don't want anything happening to them. And I don't want anything happening to anybody, but I do understand shit like this happens. And people do die from the flu sometimes. It sucks. But I just don't understand the widespread panic. Like I was listening to, forgive me for not knowing his name, but it was one of the doctors, the high-up surgeon generals. We were talking on something. They go, if the news media had put this much coverage on the actual flu, the regular flu, people would be running down the streets killing each other.
Oh, yeah.
Because
way more people die
from now.
every year.
You can make the argument that the percentage of people that die because of cases of flu versus cases of the coronavirus, the percentages might be slightly higher, but the number is lower. So that is a reasonable argument. However, for this kind of hysteria, it's insane.
Yeah.
That people who do need it to go to a store and buy toilet paper, elderly people, sick people, the people that are, everybody who's complaining, I can't find this, I can't find this. Where are your morals now for those people that needed it?
Yeah. I didn't go to the store and buy any extra food or toilet paper.
Didn't need to.
No.
But like I said, it's not like I was a prepper or anything. I just happened to have enough food. And again, we wanted something to eat last night and I didn't like what was here. So I went to Domino's.
Shout out to Domino's.
Domino's. It's a bacon, mushroom, and pepperoni pizza. It was delicious.
But I mean, as you drove to Domino's, weren't all the other restaurants open?
Every one of them. Didn't we go to Chili's the night before that?
We did.
We went to Chili's the night before that.
Yeah.
They had a 3 for $10.
Shout out
It's
to
real
Chili's,
good.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, again, it's people.
I could probably go to Del Taco right now and get the epic steak, potato, and bacon burrito, which is delicious.
So it happens when you invite
You gonna say it? You gonna say fat guy? Fuck you.
onto your video. It's just food talk. Go back, watch any of my other videos. I don't know if I ever even mentioned food.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's basically what we're saying. Don't be a hypocrite. Too late. You already proved your real colors. Your true colors shine through, which was I care about myself more than other people, and all the stuff I've been saying about I don't mind paying a little extra as long as everybody has health care.
Yeah, my morals are strong as long as they're not tested.
Exactly. Here we are tested, and guess what? Most of America failed. You failed the test.
Hard.
You failed the test to prove you actually practice what you preach.
Yeah, on a panic that was created
by media.
By media and yourselves.
Yeah.
You freaked.
Freaked out.
Because you saw other people freak out. Take a breath.
Yeah. Go back and watch Mary Poppins. When they run on the bank because Jane and Michael are like, oh, they're trying to take our money. And people freak out and go, that's it. And they make a run on the bank because they think they're not going to get their money. That's exactly what's going on right now. Oh my gosh, there's not going to be toilet paper. I'm going to not only go buy some toilet paper to make sure I have some because I was running a little low. I'm going to fill a basket full of it.
Yeah. No one said, I said this earlier, no one said go buy toilet paper. Or stock up on water because the taps are going to shut off. They're on.
The pictures and videos I've seen of people fighting over toilet paper and filling baskets is probably enough toilet paper to last you a year.
A year.
A year. I mean, we've got 5 people who live in this house.
Yeah. I mean, if you run out of toilet paper, there are options. I mean, you have CVS receipts.
CVS receipts.
You could take a paper towel and cut them in half.
Yeah.
Hop in the shower. Fat people have been doing it for years because they can't wipe. They just jump in the shower.
Yeah, watch it.
It's true. Not me. I'm not that big.
600
But
pound
yeah,
life.
you watch like 600 Pound Life or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, people, and like I said, there are countries that don't even have toilet paper. That's why you don't weigh with your left hand.
Go get a bidet.
Go get a bidet.
I mean,
jump in the shower. The water still works.
The water still works. That's the other thing. People hoarding like water, buying just pallets of water. It's like I can walk over to my tap right now and turn it on. Water's going to come out. And even if I was worried,
grew up on it.
Yeah, I've drank out of the hose as a kid. I'll drink out of the hose right now.
Tastes gross, but yeah.
Yeah, it has a little childlike taste to me.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of
exactly.
Child. But even in the worst case scenario, your gas is still on, so you take the water and you boil it, and I mean, this is how people survive for thousands of years. We still have.
And if you don't like the taste of tap water, you think it's gross, boil it.
Yeah. Put a little bit of Kool-Aid in it. Kool-Aid powder. Yeah. Make it sweet.
Iced tea?
Iced tea, coffee. Get your Black Rifle coffee. Let me tell you, that right there. You like strong coffee. You get this Murdered Out brand. Man, it is as dark as the night.
It pulls the enamel off your teeth.
Yeah.
When you drink it.
You drink. I take a sip of that. I feel like I could run through a wall.
Yeah. I get kind of sick because it's a little too strong.
Oh, that's great. That's America right there. That's America. Anyway.
Yes.
As we were saying, since we kind of got off on a tangent, yeah, stop freaking out. It's really not that big of a deal. Chill out. We're going to get through this.
Help each other.
Help each other. Practice what you preach, people. If you realize now, I bought way too much toilet paper, and I'm kind of a hypocrite because I got called out by...
Or you're thinking, ooh, I might be able to make some money off this and sell it. You're a dick.
Yeah.
And a capitalist. Good job.
Yeah, capitalist. Yeah. So, again, I guess the biggest problem here that we have a problem with is the freaking out of it because it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, things like every sporting event shutting down, every theme park shutting down. Just, I mean, 3.6 trillion, but either way, $3 trillion the stock market gained over the last 3 years was lost over the last 3 days because of people freaking out about nothing.
Yeah, and the media is very responsible for this.
Very responsible. They should be held responsible. I've been saying that for a while. I think that people, if you as a big media outlet, post something or have a story that is untrue and it causes any kind of panic, even if it doesn't cause panic, you should be held responsible. I mean,
people listen.
Yeah. And your headlines. You should be held responsible for your headlines because in today's day and age with Facebook and all of these other, Google, where they just put the headline and people don't read the article and just share the headline, you are misleading people, media, like leaps and bounds. Your headline literally says nothing that is about the actual story. This little clickbait society. It's insane.
Oh, sorry, folks. The camera cut off, so we have to pick up the
Pickup shots.
ending here.
That's what happens when you don't have a person behind the camera. Not doing his job. Half lazy.
So
That was
clickbait,
racist.
clickbait ads.
Yeah, clickbait ads. It's the the media needs to be held responsible for it. You know, they're putting headlines up that are not true because, you know, they're all woke. They're so woke. They're the ones telling us that we need to do this and do that, but they're putting up like
fake
headlines to get people to click to make money.
Sell.
Yeah,
Because they know that's what people want to see. It doesn't matter what's true, just as long as it baits people in.
Yeah. So.
And then they put ads all over it.
Yeah. Freaking woke society. That's not really woke.
Telling you right now, click next means just turn off. I'm closing the ad.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I guess basically what we're saying is, you know, this whole video is don't be a hypocrite. You know, practice what you preach. Take care of yourselves, obviously. Take care of your family. Take care of your fellow Americans. You know, like. And
for you people who have been looking for the utopia, socialism.
Yeah.
This was a test run.
Yeah. You want to wait in lines like everything's Black Friday every time you have to go to the grocery store? Go look at Venezuela. That's what it's like there. That's socialism.
This is a test run, and we failed.
Yeah, we don't want it. We don't want it.
Why? Because people are terrible.
Yeah, they're selfish.
When it comes to what you need, people are terrible. There are good people out there. I'm not talking to those people. There are people that would give you the shirt off their back. But for the people who have been crying and screaming, they want this, it's going to be so much better because, no, you've just never seen it work this way before, and we've never tried it this way before. Yeah, we just got a test run on toilet paper.
Toilet paper and hand sanitizer. It's insane. So, I guess, yeah. That's our basic little, you know, Build a Patriot video today. I'm glad that Jason joined me. You know, we had to do a pickup shot, but hey, you know, it's nice to have something to bounce off of people and, you know,
you got time. Nobody's going out.
Yeah, you got 2 weeks to watch this video. So, I mean, even if it's, you know, 2 hours long, you know, you got nothing but time. You know, the world's shutting down because...
No, it's not. You can still go out and do whatever you want.
Yeah, we'll probably go get food later. All the restaurants are open.
Yeah.
You know, Walmarts are open, Targets are open. Those terrible, evil capitalist companies, they're all open.
Yep.
Disneyland, on the other hand.
They're not.
No.
Hope people are getting paid.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's getting through it.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, you know, if you guys, you know, again, we're talking a little bit of politics here. Our evil, terrible monster that's in the White House, as you guys like to call him, because he was racist and putting children in cages. You are just as bad, if not worse, because you won't take care of. You're not concerned with the person that lives down the street from you getting toilet paper, but yet you're talking bad about him because he's not concerned about people from another country or trying to get here illegally. So, hypocrite, you are once again. But also,
and if you're thinking to yourself, well, no, but this is different though because it's this. You're exactly the problem.
Yeah, it's not different.
Why is it different when we think that way about other countries? It's not that we don't care about little kids or anything like that. Of course, it's terrible. But sometimes you have to put your people first. It sucks. Yeah. It's harsh. Yeah. But at least we're being honest about it. Yeah. If you find yourself in this position of the giving or taking all the toilet paper and all that because you think you may need it, then you're doing the same damn thing, but you're a liar about it.
Exactly. And since we're talking about the monster in office, he actually, you brought up hopefully people are getting paid. He has suspended interest on student loans because he's worried about Americans being able to pay their bills. He's actually the one that put into a bill that we're waiting on to get signed. I think it actually got signed and passed today for companies to not have to pay a payroll tax so that they can give their employees more during this time. And Nancy Pelosi tried to add something in there about abused women, and so it didn't get passed. And that's
unemployment benefits.
Yeah, and that's another fake headline because I was seeing all this stuff about Democrats tried to pass this and Republicans, you know, don't care that people aren't getting paid. No, that's not true. Look it up. The Democrats tried to add more to it. Right now, we don't need to be worried about, no offense, abused women. We need to be worried about all Americans.
That doesn't mean we don't care about abused women.
Yes, we need to worry about all Americans. Let's get $50 billion out there to try and stop this thing, find a cure for it, help people get tested, help hospitals be able to take care of people, and let's give companies a tax break so that they'll pay their employees while they're closed down.
Yeah. This is not a time to
yeah.
be political.
Yeah, that's what the president wanted to do. And then, well, what about abused women? They're part of that. They don't need a special benefit.
Yeah, you're not trying to put your political beliefs into a bill right now. That you got to think of this almost like a wartime scenario where it's like, guys, put the politics aside, do what's best for the people in this moment.
Yeah. So when you see those headlines about Republicans didn't vote because they don't care, again, agenda, push, shit, do your research. I guess that's the biggest thing. Do your research.
Yeah.
Do your research.
It's all out there.
Do I really need toilet paper? We just were informed while we were setting up our pickup shot that we're down to 5 rolls. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm not worried about? Toilet paper. Because 5 rolls will easily last us
gonna last a while.
A month.
Yeah.
I mean.
And I never clean my car out, so I have plenty of stuff in there, like papers and receipts.
We're good. Use the cat if I have to. Anyway, I guess, again, take care of yourselves. It's like that.
The joke, yes.
Yeah, that is a joke. Look up the joke. The bear and the rabbit.
Bear and the rabbit.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I guess take care of yourselves. Take care of your fellow Americans. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't be an asshole. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. God bless our troops. Buy your Black Rifle coffee. We'll get you through it. Be able to run through a wall. You have a cup of that, let me tell you. So until next time, it's Bill the Patriot. Jason, we're out.